Good afternoon, traders. This video is about a long-term trade idea or a long-term investment with SPLG. I started thinking about this back in January 5th. I've been familiar with SPLG for at least 6 months now, and I did take a trade with them before and made some money, but this is a little bit of a different idea. It's at least a swing trade, if not like a long-term, full year or more investment. We'll just see where it goes. But the idea that I've been working on is that you see, if you look at SPLG, this is on the Webull charts. If you look at SPLG over time, it seems to break down through the 50 MA and then do a reversal to the upside. Here it broke down through it again and then continued on. And it does that repeatedly throughout its history. This is the daily chart. This was the big sell-off from the coronavirus. And then again, once it broke through the 50 MA, it just kind of ran up really strong. So it seems to do that. You can see some more dips. This is going way back now. So yeah, it does that quite a bit. So that's kind of my idea for an entry, is to look for when it breaks down through the 50 MA, which it did on Friday. So this whole GME GameStop thing has caused a big sell-off in other stocks, and I think SPLG is reflecting that, because this is an ETF, so it comprises a bunch of big stocks like Microsoft, Amazon, Google, all that kind of stuff. So people have been selling those stocks, like hedge funds have been selling those stocks to try to recover the losses from GameStop, and that's driving, the SPY down. And the SPLG, you can see that this thing pretty much mimics the SPY. So now since this thing broke down through the 50 MA, this is where I have to start looking for an entry. So the first entry will be if the daily chart breaks the high of the previous candle, which the high of the previous candle is 44.28. So right now I have an order in with my other account, not my Webull account, but this is like a test account that I have with Chase, and I only have $500 in the account, and this is just to get my feet wet with long-term investing. And right now I'm going to buy 5 shares if it breaks through the high of the previous day. So my stop price is set for 44.29. So that means that the price has to break the high of the previous candle, which is 44.28, in order to fill me. And a stop order is a market order, so I might get a little bit of slippage, but these aren't like penny stocks. These don't have high volatility, so it should fill right around where I want to. Now my stop loss is if the price breaks below the previous candle. So if I get filled and then on the same day it breaks below, then I have to stop out. And that might be a little bit tricky. I'm going to have to just keep an eye, or maybe I'll set a price alert on my Webull page. And because Chase doesn't have like bracket orders, at least as far as I can tell. So that may be a little bit tricky. If I get filled, of course, I can come in here and put a stop loss in right away. So that might be another option. But that's the idea. And then if I do get filled and this thing, continues to run up higher, then I'm going to look at some different like key levels that I'll mark out as far as some ideas to, raise my stop loss and look at the pattern in the past and just use that to ride this stock up. Or maybe just well, I don't know if Chase has trailing stop losses. I might have to do that manually, but that's the idea. And just wanted to share it with you guys, not to encourage anybody else to do the same thing I am, because this is like my first time trying something like this. But I think the idea behind it is a good one. It's a sound idea, and it's a low risk idea. If I get stopped out, it'll be like a $5 loss. So for a $250 investment, that's not bad. And basically what I'm going to do is I'll keep watching. If I do get in and then get stopped out, I'll just keep watching this thing on the way down and keep trying to get in, basically finding where that reversal is. You have no idea where this thing's going to stop going down. So the only thing you can do is have some criteria for an entry and keep taking those entries and stops until you actually get filled on the low one. I mean, a good example is like the last time that it broke the 50 MA was right here. You would not have been filled here. Then the next day you would have had to update your order to break the high of this candle to get filled. It broke the high, but then you would have been stopped out. Then the next day, with the other half of your account, you put in an order to break the high of this candle, you get filled, and that one takes off. So that's kind of the idea. All right, guys, let me know what you think, and if you have any questions about this. I'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early for day trading. Take care.